Okay, so we are getting things going. Just hold on for a couple of seconds and we'll make sure that everything's working. And we'll take it from there. So, as you guys can see, you can only see the screen. We're going to be moving over to the PowerPoint so we can make everything else work well. Okay, so welcome to this webinar. This is the first one we're doing in a long time, and I'm going to start creating more and more and more of these webinars, free webinars, and paid ones as well, but the paid ones will be more, we'll talk about that later. So this webinar is about trade execution. My goal is to show you how I execute trades like a professional. Now this is a webinar provided by PipsMatter.com. We are a full service platform or full service business that teaches traders how to day trade and swing trade. And in this webinar, I plan to teach you guys exactly how to execute trades professionally. The most important thing that we need to go over here is a couple of tips, because I like to base everything on education. Every time I get an opportunity to teach somebody something, I want to take that time and use it as best as I can. Now, if you guys can't hear me well or anything else, please make sure to add that in the YouTube comment section, and I'm going to make sure to reply. Anyway, this webinar is recorded, so if you do have some issues with the sound, in the recording you'll hear it beautifully. Now, I hope you guys are ready to go. If you're not, if you need some fluids in or out of your body, you better do that right now or 10 minutes ago, because this webinar is starting nevertheless. Now, everything comes to you in the right time, and that is very true. I've gone through many ups and downs with my trading and with my relationship with my wife and with my relationship with my family and friends and so forth. It goes up and down and up and down. We generally need to be patient with things, but more importantly, we need to work on things daily and trust the process. The only way you can trust that the future will bring you something good in terms of finances from day trading and swing trading, or the relationships you have with your partner and anybody else, is to know that you're working on a daily. That is the only way to build trust and know that good things are coming. And the only way good things will come is if we work on them daily, and of course have, well, logical expectations and be patient. So let's move on. Now we're going to be going over the system introduction. The system that I use is 4 basic points. You can see them on the screen right now. They're very, very simple. The first one is key trading levels. It is very important that we map out every single key trading level and do that on multiple time frames, starting with a monthly, weekly, daily, and then go lower and lower, depending on what we find. You don't want to waste all of your day reviewing your watch list only to not come up with a trade. So I'm going to teach you how to do this in another webinar when we go over scouting the markets. But generally I do that myself, and then I provide that information to the community I have on PipsMatter.com, and that is the community section in the actual trading group. Point number 2 is patterns. We look for patterns, especially on bigger time frames. We look for patterns like head and shoulders, double top, double bottoms, free higher highs, or free higher lows, or free lower highs, or free lower lows. Now I'm going to teach you guys how to do this and how all of this works one step at a time. Today we're going to be going over something else, but I do want to introduce you to the platform. For me, that is, the trading system of the platform, for me that is extremely, extremely important. Free is candlesticks. We look for pin bars, double reversal candles, engulfings, things like this, and we only look at them on the daily and the 4-hour charts, not on the lower chart frames, especially candlesticks. And finally, the DC and EMA combo. This is mainly for momentum and for, so it's about momentum as number 1 and 2 breakouts. Ideally, we want to look at this on the daily chart and not go into the lower chart frames that much, but still we do it there as well. So let's move on to the next point, and that is the trading rules. There are 6 very, very basic but very important trading rules. The first one is to always check the upside and the downside. Not only before you get into a position, but once you get into the position as well. So that is very important. I see that okay, now it works. So it's essential that you review the charts continuously and understand if you're going wrong on something or if you're going right. Reviewing your charts and checking the upside and the downside is very important. Point number 2 is take it one trade at a time. The idea is to trade like a sniper. First, fully invest your time into the specific pair that you're interested in trading. Check the fundamentals, all the key trading levels, do all the system stuff. And once you do that, you execute that trade. Then and only then can you move on to the next one. Again, I'm going to be going over the actual scouting, how it's done, and things like this in another session. Point number 3 is to review charts very well before entering. Ask yourself the golden question. What else am I missing here? It's very important to check the charts well. And like I said, not only before you enter, but when you enter as well. Know where you're getting out. Remember, our goal here is to make profits on a daily and most importantly on a weekly basis. Yesterday I didn't make much money. Today I might not make much money, but my goal is to end the week with profits. So you can't let one day destroy the rest of the week. Now point number 4, the 7.5% that you see here, this is only for me. You need to do your own risk assessments, but you can't be very high. So for me it is don't risk more than 7.5% at once. I'm very comfortable with this based on my account size. Remember this. It's based on the account size and based on the logical risk rewards that you're most interested in. I like to make anywhere from 100 to 300 a day. If I can do that on a daily basis, I'm laughing. I'm really laughing. Because then you have those spikes where you make 700, 800, 900 or 1,000 a day, and then you're good. So my point is 7.5% risk is okay for me. If you've got a huge balance, then maybe 1, 2, 3% is better for you. If you've got a very small balance, don't go above 10%. Now this is, as it says here, don't risk more than 7.5% at once. That does not mean that I'm risking 7.5% per trade. It means that at once. So if I have 2 trades going at the same time, my maximum loss can be 7.5% combined on both trades. Now, point number 5. Always have a definite exit area and use stop losses. Look, you need to know where you're getting out. You're not going to have a win ratio of 100%. And believe me, we don't even want that. Sometimes on a monthly basis, I win like 30% of my trades, but I make money. A very good amount of money, and that's all that matters. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to build a beautiful MyFX book account where everyone's going to be like, oh my god, look at this guy, 97% win ratio. People that have 97% win ratios, they don't use stops. They ride their losers, they cut their winners short, and they ride losers in a hope that it's going to turn around, that the market's going to turn around. And that goes very well for them mainly because of the ranging markets. But when a market starts trending in the opposite direction of their trade, they are, you know what, it starts with an F and it ends with a D. So they're gone. And 6, and one of the most important ones is ride winners with hope, cut losers with fear. Now if you watched my course, The Ultimate Guide to Successful Trading on Udemy that I released last year, I explained a very nice analogy or a very nice training that you can do for yourself to reverse these emotions, because here's the biggest problem. Most traders, they cut losers with fear because they think that the market's going to reverse and their profits are going to become wiped out, so they take small profits. On the other side, when they're losing, they ride their losers with hope, hoping that the market will turn around. The main point here is to reverse these emotions. So when you're winning, hope that you're going to continue winning more, but be logical as well and have a definite profit area, especially at a key trading level. Get out. And then when you're losing, have fear that you're going to be, you're going to lose. But again, logically, don't just start losing and get out. You want to get out when you have good valid reasons. For example, the DC and EMA gets broken or a trend line gets broken, and that means that price action should start heading higher, then you get out. That's it. Now, let's go over a couple of basic trading tips, and we're going to be moving into the chart slowly, and I'm going to start going over what's actually extremely important. So, creating a checklist for scouting is essential for day and swing trading success. Here's what I do. Every single Sunday I sit down and I check the weekly charts. I check the monthly charts as well, and I do that every beginning of the month. So first of every month, and around the 15th of every month I review the monthly charts. The weekly charts I check every Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday is a must, Wednesday not so much. And the daily charts I review every single morning and evening. For me, this has created a nice process of understanding and has increased my my success in the markets, and that's all that matters. So, creating checklists, you should do that too. I've got a checklist of 55 different assets. They are Forex, commodities, and indices, and I'm going to be adding crypto in there too pretty soon. Excuse me. But the most important thing here that you guys need to understand is that a very basic analogy is that you need to be reviewing this every day. Trading in the markets is not just you open the charts and, oh, here, I'm going to sell oil today. It doesn't work like that. You need to review your charts constantly, unless you're trend trading. But can you handle being in a trade for months? I'm pretty sure you can't, because most people can't. So, just a sec. So, the main point that I'm trying to make here is that you need to do your work. Not just your work and that's it. You need to do a little bit more every single day. You need to check the markets well, see what's going on. You need to analyze the charts. Because if you don't do it, how do you expect somebody else to provide it to you? I know that we provide this at PipsMatter. We provide this kind of information to traders. But you need to do this for yourself too. I want professionals around me. I don't want scavengers. I want people learning to manage their own trades and understand how the markets works and how they can work for them and make money for themselves too. That's what is important. That's what matters here. So, the main idea that I employ when doing my checklist is trade the best, leave the rest. I review every single morning, and I'm just going to speak about the day trade stuff. I review every morning at least 42 pairs, Forex and commodities. Indices not every day. And then I review all of these charts. I start on the daily, go down to the 4 hour, 1 hour, check what's going on, and then I create a basic watch list. For example, yesterday, I threw the paper away, did I? No, I didn't. Yesterday I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight possible trade ideas from the 42 that I analyzed. And from those 8, I only executed 3. So, that's the idea. Trade the best, leave the rest. If you miss out on something, don't try to run into it. There's no point. Now, when you're doing scouting, you need to be consistent. Every single day. If you cannot analyze all the pairs, then analyze the majors. But you need to be consistent. Again, we need to focus only on the best trades. Focus on that. Only the best trades. And don't be too quick to exit good trades. And don't be too quick to take profits as well. I'm going to show you how we're going to be doing this in possibly another webinar, because we might not just have the time to do it today. Now, I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to continue saying it for as long as I live. The goal is to be profitable weekly, no matter what. Our goal every single week is to make money. When you do that, you're going to be able to create freedom for yourself. That's what freedom is. Money. Money creates freedom. Don't let anybody tell you money is the root of all evil. That's bullshit. Sorry for swearing. I need to swear sometimes to get my point across. Money is Christmas presents. Money is medical bills. Money is a new home or a warm home. Money is a full fridge of good food. Money is organic food. It costs more to eat healthier. You know that. Money is a better car or a safer car. Money is a good education. Money is everything. And without money, our society would crumble. And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. How to make money trading the markets. You become your own boss. You create freedom. And freedom comes from money. When you have money, you've got freedom. And you can do whatever the hell you like then. So, moving on. Position sizing. Take a screenshot of this. And this is very important for your balance. This is what I want you to focus on. If your balance is $100, you need to be opening 0.01 or 0.02 trades. If your balance is $800 to $900, your position size must remain 0.08 to 0.1 until you do not go to a grand. Then you can raise it to 0.1 to 0.15. That's the range. Okay? I don't want to see you opening one lot positions on a 2K balance. That's crazy stuff. You're going to get burnt because believe me, you will make losses. Even if you have a 99% win ratio every day of the year, there is that 1%. Don't forget about that 1%. And that 1% could mean 10 trades in a row, or 100, or 1,000. Because if you open 100 trades, that 1% is one trade. But if you open 1,000 trades, that's 10. And they could come in a row. Remember that. So don't get too cocky. Don't think that you're smarter than the market. My goal here is to be a reactive trader. I don't want to predict the market. I don't want to say gold's going to be trading at 5,000 in the next few months. That's crazy stuff. Nobody can do that. They can, and they get lucky here and there. But most of these guys don't even trade this. So don't be crazy. Don't. Your goal is to be a reactive trader. That's how you're going to make money. Day trade, swing trade is just perfect. You don't have to spend too much time on the screens. You get to enjoy your life. You get to go find the love of your life. You get to go and have some fun with your friends. Go travel, do whatever the hell you like. Anyway, position sizing. This is how you need to do it. You want to be a pro? Stick to this. If you don't have a printer, grab a pen and a paper and write down your balance and everything above it and everything below it. So put yourself in the middle, highlight where you are, and then everything below it, if you start losing money, you need to downsize your trading size. And if you're making money, then you increase it, but based on these numbers here. Your goal should be, even if you have $100, to grow that baby account into a big boy account. Grow it to $1,000, grow it to 5, grow it to 10. Start trading with lots, and eventually you come to the big boy league and you're going to be starting. You know, when you have 10K on your balance and you're opening one lot positions, man, your profit target, daily profit target, should be between 500 and 1.5K. That's how much you should be earning on a daily basis if you have that balance. But we'll speak about this another time. Anyway, trade execution. This is why you guys came, and that's what I'm going to be delivering now. Now, one of the best ways to enter the market is on contractions. I speak about this sometimes in the trading room. I say market is contracting. Now, that means that the bigger move is coming, especially around important psychological trading levels, contracting triangles and things like this. And I'm going to show you this right now. So we're sharing the screen. I'm going to get out of this, and we're going to be going over the charts here. Give me a second, and I'm going to show you exactly what I want to show you. Okay, so we're ready. So we're looking at WTI, and I'm going to show you these contractions. Here is one where the red level is. You can see that very well there. Contraction, little spikes up, price action that wants to get out. Look at this. Price action wants to get out, but can't. 1, 2, 3, boom. Remember the free. Free is a very powerful number. Then we have another contraction here. Look at this. Price action wants to get out, wants to go down, wants to go up, doesn't know where it's going, boom, down. Okay? Another contraction here. Just a much bigger one. Triangle. Price action goes down, then up, then down, then up. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Goes up again, boom, goes out. And we've just broken out of this basic triangle here, and what we're going to do is refine this one on the 4-hour chart, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about. So I'm going to delete this, I'm going to delete this. See, sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes price action is different. Go on the daily, make this much smaller, and look at the contraction on the daily here as well. Contraction, 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 comes to this trend line, the blue one. That's an important psychological level, and then boom, we go down. That's what I'm talking about. So now we have this trend line here, which I'm going to turn into purple or pink so you guys can see it well. And this is the daily chart. And then we can connect these lows here to this level here. And we understand that we are in a contracting market again. See that? Let's make this pink. So you see we're contracting to the downside again. Let's see how this will work out. We do have the blue level here, correcting the tops. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove this. And you have the contraction here. Price goes down. Another contraction. You can see that right there. I'm going to make it blue. No, black, black, make it black. And we got another contraction of price. Comes to this level, and then boom, down. So now we are again at a very important level. Let's get the tops here. Okay, now we're again at an important level, and guess what? We're contracting again. Look at this. Just a sec. It's loading. Okay, it's stuck. I don't know why that's happening. Bear with me for a second. Anyway, while it's moving, I'm going to talk to you guys. You can see that the DC and EMA is quite far away, and that worries me a little for the WTI sells that I've been doing, because price action should slowly start moving towards the DC and EMA. When that's going to happen, I don't know. We've just tested the 50 level, and that's a very important psychological level. That's an extremely important level. So if that breaks, and as you see, we have another contraction happening right around the 50 level. And if that breaks or holds, we should have a bigger move. Now, okay, we're on the 4-hour chart. So there are good chances because of this contraction. Come on, man. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. So if this contraction doesn't hold, this one here, now we can fix it a little bit. You can see this. What are we doing? We're connecting the tops. Watch the little finger here. Connecting the tops. We have contractions here. You can see them very well. Price action breaks out to the downside, makes a little retest here, goes down, another contraction, then down. So WTI is moving higher, and here's the 50 level. You can see it right there. I'm going to mark it down. And that's an important level. 50 is an important number. You can see it being tested right here. So you can see price action from here staying in this level now, in this trading zone. Now we won't be able to map it out perfectly, but we're going to try. Get the top here and do this here. Now we are coming to the pink level here, and it should be an important one. I'm going to change it to orange so we don't get too confused. Okay, so the contraction's happening here. Now we can either have a breakout and then head up here to this major blue level, which has been a resistance for a long time, or we could go down. Now there's 3 hours and 37 minutes left for this candle before we either make a move down and retest 50, which I highly think it will happen. But then again, you guys need to pay attention to the candlesticks. Remember that. We've got a pin bar right there, a bullish one. Will this work out? I don't know. I mean, that's not for me to decide. That's for the market to decide. Will this black level hold? I don't know. Again, that's for the market to decide, not for me. My job is to react to the market and make money. That's all I need to do. That's my job every single week of the month, of the year. Make money. More money. So guys, I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys understand what I'm explaining here. I'd really welcome some questions if you guys got any. So yeah, if you got any questions, just shoot them in the YouTube chat box and I'm going to answer them. In any case, you can see the market contracting here most likely, so there is possibly a 70 to 80% chance of price action moving lower and making a retest of this area. Keep in mind, guys, remember that it is a very important level. Oh, don't do that. Okay. So this level right there is an extremely, extremely important level, the 50. So I think it should get retested. I think. But again, we could break out. That's something that can always happen in the markets. Nothing is a sure thing in trading. And that's why we need to have exit areas. That's why we need to be ready to cut our losses. All of these things are a part of the game, a part of this game. And if you want to play the game, these are the rules. You need to have the rules. You need to have, well, some cojones, like our Mexican friends say. Um, and yeah, you need to take risks. And these are the risks of the game. Nothing is 100%. So what we're going to do now is we're going to analyze a couple of other pairs. For example, Euro-CAD, and we're going to come check this out, what's going on here. So I'm just going to analyze 3 pairs. If you guys want me to analyze something, you make a request in the chat. So here's Euro-CAD. I'm going to show you how contractions work here as well, and what we're going to try to do, and how we find good trades to execute. So that's the point of this webinar, to show you how to execute trades. So first, we're collecting the tops here, the closing, and then we're getting the shadows on top, blue and red. Now, you don't know where the market, where a support and resistance level is. It can be here, see this, or it can be down here. We don't know until price action doesn't start testing these levels. So Euro-CAD, I'm going long, and I released the signal already. And here's the deal. We've got a bit of a problem on our hands, because on the short-term side, we have a breakout of this trading range. See, breakout and retest. So maybe, just maybe, this trade idea that I opened on Euro-CAD is wrong. So maybe it's coming back down. This is a contraction. We entered the market. We are below the DC and EMA, and that could be a problem. 4-hour chart right now indicates selling pressure. It could be a fake out, nonetheless, it could be, or we could be totally wrong, and we might have to get out of this one. But then again, I want you to pay attention to this. So you need to know how to draw the charts well, and you'll never get them correct 100%. So look at this. So if we get the shadows on the bottom and the closing areas, we might just be, see, right there. So everybody draws it differently. So we need to know that the way we're going to know if something happens here is if we map out a specific level. So we say if this area here gets broken, we get out of our trade. Right here. You see this? Why am I doing this? Look at this. You see? So here it is a resistance. Resistance. Resistance, resistance. Breakout, support. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Breakout, support. Then again, price action came here. Support, support, and support again. That's why I say if this breaks out, I'm getting out. Now, I wouldn't sell it because of this blue level, so I just forget about the trade idea and focus on something else. But how would we enter this? So I want to show you why I entered it. I entered it because of the sideways trend lines. Let me just show you this, like this. So boom, 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 and we have a top. See that? We have this, and we have a breakout of this area. So what I'm basing price action on is that we should go higher. That's what I'm basing this on. So if we get these levels from the top. But then again, we can get these levels here, and let me just show you what we're taking into account. We're taking the top. And I'm going to make this one black so you guys understand what I'm doing. We have shadow, so resistance, resistance here, closing resistance. We have resistance again, we have a breakout, and now we're retesting this area. So even like this, look at this, so like this. So we're getting the tops. So this is one of the reasons I entered. First the yellow level, then the black level. I might be confusing you a little bit, and I apologize for that. I'm just showing you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I look for contractions in price, and then I try to go up or down. Now we move over to AUD and ZD. We have another possibly good trade idea here. So we have, let me just open my other chart to see what I've drawn. So we have this here, resistance. We break out, we have the support, and now what we have is support to the side. Look at this. You see this? So that's why I'm going long on AUD and ZD as well. We also have a breakout of the DC and EMA, and we haven't broken down towards the lower levels yet. More importantly, if you go on the daily chart and you zoom out, you get this long support level. See that? 1, 2, 3. Very strong indication of price action moving higher. Now if we go back to the 4-hour chart and and we zoom out very nicely and do this, we might also be building a head and shoulders pattern. Here, I'm going to draw it so it doesn't pop out as green, so you guys see what I'm doing. See? So we could be making a head and shoulders pattern at an important psychological level. This is what trade execution is all about. We need to have valid reasons to enter a trade. Now remember, everything is a risk. The markets are full of risks. Nothing is certain in the markets. There's a lot of risks, and we as traders are risk takers. So we need to be smart when we're taking those risks. We need to know why we're entering, where we're entering, how we're entering. So this trend line can be connected all the way down here, you see. So it can be connected here as well, and it works pretty well when connected to the side. Again, we don't know. Price action could move lower. Is this a head and shoulders on a 4-hour? I don't know. We'll know if price action starts heading higher. The main trading resistance level here is right there. Look at this. Look at the stop. Resistance, 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 boom, 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 constant resistance. So if this is going to be a long trade, we need to break right here. So we come to here, and that's when we bring our attention to the trade idea, maybe even get out, maybe lock our profits, but don't just ride it, because you don't want it to come back down. Because I bought it here yesterday, it went up, I went out. Well, I secured my profits actually, and it took me out on the way down. Anyway, there are good chances that price action will go higher from here. The AUD has been pretty strong, and we have plenty of New Zealand news coming out tomorrow. Moving over back to West Texas oil. As you can see, we're testing the top side here. Now we are at a very, very, very important level. We have many reasons to believe that price action could go down, but again, we need to be very careful of this level here, because if this breaks, then we can continue going higher. And you don't want to be stuck in a losing position for too long. So if this breaks, for some of you, if you're in the trade, maybe it would be smarter to get out, Get out of the trade, wait for more indications, then get back in. That's the beauty of trading. You can take a big loss today and recover it all in a couple of hours or tomorrow. Doesn't matter. That's how the markets work. Yeah. In summary, what I'd like to say is that we're looking for contractions in price at specific and important trading levels. I still believe that oil will go down. When, I don't know. There is still 3 hours and 27 minutes for this whole candle. So this candle could move very well to the upside. I mean, we could totally clean out the losses WTI took the other day. Then we have a very important level here. And I need you guys to map these things out. I started selling oil strong at 58. Look at that. At 58, I started selling it when price action came up here. And ever since then, I've been making very good money. Today, I'm losing nicely. I'm hoping to end the day in the green, but that's not for me to decide. That is for the markets to decide. In any case, I think that we are at a very important level, and we could start heading lower, maybe make a shadow to the upside as we did here and here before moving lower. But as you can see, price action is contracting pretty well here, and it's becoming tighter and tighter. Look at this, wide and then tight, 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 tight. That means a breakout is coming. Are we on the right side? We don't know. That's a risk that we need to take. Do you guys have any questions for me? If you do, shoot them in the comment section on YouTube, where you're watching this. On the right side, you can see the chat. Let me just see all live chat. So I wanted to make this webinar short, because I don't want to give you a lot of information, because I already did. I went over account sizing, I went over the system, I went over the rules, I went over this, I went over that. But the main point with trade execution is you don't want to enter blindly. You need to have valid reasons. You need to know where the trend is. That's one of the most important things that you need to understand. Where are we going? Are we up, or are we down, or are we moving sideways? That is the only thing the market can do. The market can do only one of three things at any given time. It can go up, down, or move sideways. This is a bear market. This is a bear market. Look at this. This is a bear market since October, crashing down. And if we go back in time and check this, you will see these contractions happening all the time. Before the market moves lower, it's making these contractions. See that? Contraction, breakout. That's when you start selling. Market starts contracting again. Do you know how many people started buying here? Oh, it's going to reverse. Oil is bullish. And then boom, it goes down. And then again, contraction. Now you can find this stuff all the time, no matter how small or big the moves are. You base the moves as candles move. So you're a chartist. That's your duty. You create this. That's how you find these trading opportunities. You create beauty. I made a lot of money with this. I can't give you all of the details now because I'm also making a whole new course about all of this. But generally, this is what I do. So I've shown you WTI, which is in a downtrend. I'm telling you it's probably going to go down, continue going lower. But then we can go to Euro USD. Oh, is this Euro USD? Yeah, it is. Euro USD, and I want to show you what are we going to do here. You see, we have another contraction to the downside. You see this? Price action is tightening. Now, this is a downward move, so a downward contraction. It usually indicates a move to the upside. Generally, I think that the euro will become stronger. Hence the reason I'm buying Euro CAD. So this is a contraction. Now we have this red level here where we're at right now, and you can see price spiked right after it. Look, this candle comes down, came right here, and we can see support, resistance, 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 broken out, and then broken out, used here as a support, and then here, as soon as it came, boom, it went right up. How many pips? I don't know. I can't count that on this right now, but you can see a contraction happening. It's becoming tighter and tighter, and I'm expecting a bigger move on Euro USD. If you open up your eyes here, you'll see something else happening, and I'm going to show it to you. I think you guys already see where I'm going with this. Boom. So we got, because of this contraction, check this out. See that? And it's right at the same as the left shoulder, and the contraction is happening. Look at Euro USD. Now this is where I'd enter. Where would I get out? I'd target the previous low. So I'd show you a trade idea. Let's say we get in here. You'd be targeting somewhere here a stop loss. And then your take profit is all the way up here. At least up there. Now this is a very wide stop. Normally with this contraction here, I'd even say that we can have a stop somewhere here. Now you see the sideways trend line here connecting this level. This is where you would want to get out. Okay, or bring your attention or secure your profits. When price action goes towards the 14 level. See, goes up from here and comes to this resistance area. How do I delete this fucking thing now? Okay. Okay, and in the meantime, so we're talking only about trade execution, but I'm going to give you something else. Let's say I go buy right now, which I most likely will. The next thing that you want to do is do this. Not to be scared and get out of these levels, but for you to know that these are possible resistance areas. You get it? These are possible resistance areas. And that's somewhere where price action could move lower before moving higher. And then once it breaks this level, it might use this level as a support. And that's where you start compounding, baby, and you start making a lot of money. Price action breaks, tests this level, comes back down, maybe, and then you go long again. And then does it again and long again. By the time you come here, you don't only have 1.25%, you've got 3%. Compounding is a beautiful thing, which I'm going to teach you guys in another webinar. For now, we're 40 minutes into this, and I am done. I didn't give you a million things, but I gave you how I enter. Many of you will understand this, many of you will not. That's why I run the trading room. That's why you need to contact me. Don't be shy. You guys really need to send me a message and say, hey Dennis, what's up? And I'll say, hey, nothing much. I'm all good. How are you doing? And you're going to say, I need help with trade execution. I'd love to help you out, bro. Let's do it right now. Or let's do it in an hour. Or let's do it tomorrow. But I'm going to help you out. You see, my mission and duty and obligation and responsibility with PipsMatter.com is to help people out. What do I mean by this is, I took the stairs to the top to learn how to trade professionally. I took the stairs, and believe me, walking up those stairs, and sorry for swearing in advance, was fucked up. It was hard, it wasn't easy, lots of losses, lots of problems, but boom, I'm here, and I've got so much conviction in my trading that I go all out and I tell people, this is what I'm doing. And it happens most of the time. And what I'm doing with PipsMatter is, I'm literally, I went up there, I took the stairwell up to the fucking top of the mountain, and what I did was I fixed that broken lift that some fucker broke before us, and I fixed it, and now I'm sending it down to you. It's going to take you about 90 days. If you take it seriously, within 90 days I can make you a profitable trader. All you need to do is be consistent, be serious, and make a small investment in yourself. Time and a bit of money, of course. And that's it. Okay, guys, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for attending. And I'll release the recording later on in the day. From me and everyone else at PipsMatter.com, peace out. See you later.